What's up, everybody? It's Alex. Today we're going to show you the overall context and what is our strategy going into the week. Second, I'm going to give you the earnings table. Third, I'm going to give you my top swing trades for the week. So we've got a lot to go over here. It's going to be super good for you and it's going to help you a lot. So let's get right into it straight away. Okay, so what is the overall context? What's going on? Well, our strategy has shifted to buying the dips this week. Okay, but not only are we buying the dips, but there's something extremely important I need you to understand about buying the dips this week is you shouldn't expect large DTR moves. Okay, and this means as an options trader, okay, you should not be targeting large size moves, and when you're trading the weekly options, you should be getting out quickly. Okay, so if you catch 10-15 points, typically that's going to be the larger end of the spectrum, right? You're not going to usually get a larger move than that as of this week. Okay, so obviously give or take some points there, right? I'm not saying that 15 points you better sell it, but like you got to keep that in mind. Don't expect large size moves this week, which means if you're trading options, if you're not getting large size moves and you're just kind of getting these smaller 10 point 15 point moves, you want to get out of those weekly options because they're going to decay due to theta really quickly. Okay, so that's your first thing you need to know about the market is our overall mindset going into the week has kind of shifted bullish. Okay, so last week we were bearish, this week we shift bullish. Like I said, we're sharks, we can go both ways with ease. Okay, so we shift bullish for now. Obviously I'll keep you updated if that changes. Okay, but why are we shifting bullish? That's the most important thing to understand here. Well, the dollar is absolutely getting crushed and it broke below the lows of September. Okay, so they're really rotating out and just really putting all their money into equities right now. And so that's basically what's going on here. And so, you've seen them buying every single dip here. And we believe the behavior will continue at this point. Now, heading into next week, after Thanksgiving week, we believe it's going to probably get extremely bearish. So stick around if you're a bear. We'll help you trade that next week especially. And you never know. We actually have some bearish swing trades here to go over. But that is the overall mindset going this week is a slow, steady grind up higher most likely, unless, some crazy vaccine news or whatever, blah, blah, blah. We all know how crazy market's been, can push it up or down at any point. Next Monday, we've got OPEC meeting. I had a plan to trade oil, but we'll talk about that in another video. Anyways, here's the earnings table that you need. I put it together, and just take a screenshot if you're trying to trade some earnings this week. But basically what I'm looking forward to for earnings this week: Burlington Tuesday pre-market, and Autodesk after hours on Tuesday. Those are my top two earnings plays. I think we're gonna go over those in some videos here if I can manage to get my time together and put those videos out. Burlington and Autodesk, I plan to put videos on how to trade those. So if you want to know how to trade Burlington and Autodesk with the highest probabilities of winning, got to make sure you subscribe because I'll show you exactly how to do that. And with that being said, I want to go over my top swing trades for this week. Okay, so notice there's swing trades because why? Well, we got overall most likely a very bullish week for the whole week. Most likely a slow grind higher. Now, what am I going to say right now? You can see we're kind of at the top end of the spectrum right now, where at this point, why would I bulk buy calls right now, right? So we want to buy dips, okay? And you can see this morning we've got a consolidation zone between 35.61 and 35.67 where we'll definitely get some kind of support. So that would be my first target as of today, right? I'm in no rush to jump into any trades. It's going to be a very slow grinding market likely, right? Obviously, like I said, I will keep you updated if things are going to start to get rampant and we expect something to change very quickly. But as of now, we expect slow grind higher. And with that being said, we're going to get into our top 5 swing trades for this week. So I have one speculative one that's not really, a certain trade, but the other 4 are very good, high quality setups that are guaranteed almost to put some money in your pockets this week. So I want to focus on a couple that are going to help you, especially if you're a smaller trader with a smaller account. Okay, so my first trade for small accounts this week is going to be Disney and Starbucks. Okay, and these are going to be to the put side. These are going to be our bearish calls for the week. Okay, so after these 2 bearish plays we actually got 3 bullish calls. Okay, so let's walk over the bearish plays first. We like Disney puts here, 137, maybe 138 strike. Okay, so you have to understand, right? I don't want you to take these trades if you're a complete beginner, you don't really know how to adjust, what to do, but let's say 137s, if you're paying only 50 cents for those, by the end of the week, as long as we reach 137, right, those are going to be worth $1 at the very least minimum, right? So you're going to be making 2x at the very least, assuming we get to 137 by the end of the week, which is extremely high probability for that. Okay, so obviously I don't want to make the video too long, so we're not going to get into all the reasoning here. Maybe if you guys want a more in-depth explanation on why we like all these trades, we can do that, but I'm trying to get through the trades here, and I'm trying to let the people who are experienced, who really know what they're doing, go ahead and take the trades and start deciding when they want to enter here. So I'm not giving you an entry and exit yet or anything, but I am giving you that target of about 137 by the end of the week is our prediction here for Disney, possibly with a very high probability at the very least, right? It can actually drop much lower than 137, and so if it drops below 137, let's say it gets down to 135, all those contracts are going to be worth $250. You could be buying them for 50 cents today. You'll be making 5x on that on a very small size move, right? 7 points for Disney to drop 7 points this week, that's not out of the question, right? That's nothing crazy. And so for that reason, you got minimum 2x with the likes of even possibly 5x plus, which is a very good return for this week, considering that this is a very slow moving market, with a possibility for slow grind higher for most of the week likely. Okay, so that's one of our favorite trades, Disney. Not something we would typically trade, but especially if you have a small account, right? These are very affordable contracts. You're going to be able to, if you only got $50, right, you could very easily take $50 into 250. Okay, and so I'm trying to think from your perspective. I know that's going to be a huge help if you got a small account. Okay, but obviously we'll keep you updated on that. Second, our second bearish play for the week is Starbucks puts. Okay, so Starbucks, why would you want to short this thing, you ask? Okay, well, first off, it's gapping up pre-market, which is good to see because we don't want to buy it as it's dropping. We want to buy it at a discount. We want to buy it on the bounce. Okay, so what do we expect from Starbucks by the end of the week? Well, first off, we wanted a bounce because it's already got it's had 3 down days straight. Okay, so we wanted a bounce here, which is great, and that'll help us with our entry on Starbucks. And basically, we're expecting Starbucks to get down to a 94, 95 by the end of the week at the very least. So once again, you go to the option chain. If you're a new options trader, you don't understand options pricing, let me help you understand here very quickly. Okay, so let's say you're getting these 95 strike puts, and we get down to 95 by the end of the week. At the very least, these are going to be worth 100. Okay, so you're going to be making 2.5x if you're buying these for about 40 cents. We'll see what these open up at. So, it's a very high probability trade with, 2.5x as your probable return here, as long as we get down to 95 like we're predicting here. So once again, we're bouncing here, and which means these are actually going to become cheaper. And so, you might be making 3x plus on a very easy move to the downside because these options they're priced extremely cheaply. Okay, so it's a good deal is what we're getting here. So it's a small move, but it's a good deal on those options pricing. And that makes us our second trade of the week. Okay, if you got any questions over any of these trades, let me know in the comments below. We could probably go over it in a little bit more detail down there. Okay, this is kind of getting a little long, but we're going over a lot here, and I'm giving you a lot of ideas here. So I want you to take which idea you look, which one you think is the best, which one suits your trading strategy, your style the most, right? If you got a super busy week, I want you to, pick the one that looks the most swingy for you. In other words, it's going to take a few days for it to form, so that way you can chill out, have a good week, go to work, and not have to worry too much about these trades, right? So let's get into some other trades we've got here. Now, these are all going to be on the call side. Now, BABA calls is what we've got planned, so you can see institutions are probably about to rotate heavily into it. The only thing I don't like about BABA is just the fact that it's hot talk right now, and I don't like trading things that are typically hot talk, right? This is kind of a big name right now, and so for that reason it makes me a little hesitant, but it looks like a super bullish chart. It's super good here, strong company obviously, and we're not getting into the fundamentals here, but just off technicals, it's a beautiful chart to the upside. Now obviously you could see it's already up like almost 20 points in the last 2 days, so you don't want to just go buy it at and jump on top of the rocket. You want to try to get them at cheaper, try to buy some calls on the dip. Okay, make sure you know which strike you're going with there. Alright guys, our fourth swing trade for the week, Netflix calls. Okay, now I I want you to know that there's no rush to get into any of these right away. Do some of your own studying, guys, not studying. Look into some of these, right? Don't just take my word for them, and make sure you question me. Okay, question my process, question what I'm doing. That's going to help you increase your chances of winning. Okay, I already have an extremely good win rate as shown on all of our videos, but once again, just because you have a high win rate doesn't mean you win every single trade, right? There's still losing trades, and so let's say you take the one trade out of these 5 that ends up not working out. It's probably going to be on you because you might have taken the lowest quality trade, or maybe you just took my word for what I thought was the best trade, but maybe all the other trades are better. Okay, so look into these yourself and decide for yourself. Okay, but we like Netflix calls. Once again, if you got any questions on any of these, we can go over in the comments, or I can even make a different video and we can maybe go over these. Okay. But it's a lot of trade ideas, guys. People charge you, hundreds, thousands a month for what we do here. And so make sure you take advantage. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not. And with that being said, we're going to get into our last play for the week, or at least as of Monday. Obviously, we're going to have more trades. Like I said, we're already looking into Burlington and Autodesk tomorrow. Okay, so we're packed. We did a lot of planning this weekend. It's been a good weekend of planning. Okay, and so we're going to take advantage even if the market's not going to move that much, right? So DraftKings is our last play. Now, this is a weird one. Why? Because DraftKings hasn't been it hasn't been a stock for a very long time. Okay, so the problem here is I wanted to see how does DraftKings trade during Thanksgiving week. Obviously, you got Thanksgiving football, all the sports, everyone's watching sports. So this is a completely bro process here, like bro lifting. This is like a bro process when it comes to trading, is of thinking, hey, if the demand for sports is going to be a lot higher during Thanksgiving break, I wonder if DraftKings will continue to rise during Thanksgiving week. And so once again, it's a complete bro process. Why? Because we have no data, we have no historical behavior of how DraftKings trades during Thanksgiving week. So the stock hasn't been around for a while. You see what I'm saying? So you can check last year if we can show you here, but basically last year around this time the stock was trading at like $10. It was just had its IPO or whatever. It was just put out on the market. Okay, 2018 it wasn't even a stock. Okay, so we've got no historical data to go over here, but that's just a bro feeling for this thing to run up higher. You got support at the moving average there, right? A little bit of sellers, and so you got overall bullish momentum here. The only thing is it's up hugely, right? It's over 25% in the last month, so it's almost once again like jumping on that rocket ship as it's about to take off into space. So it's like it's hesitant. You don't know for sure, and so that's my one speculative bro trade of the week, if you will. Okay, so guys, we went over a bunch in this video. I hope you find this useful. Let's talk about any of these trades if you got any questions. Obviously, I don't want you to rush into any of these. I want you to do your own homework on these, look into them yourself. But these are my top trades for the week. So let's recap that real quick. We've got Starbucks puts by the end of the week. We've got Netflix calls, Baba calls, Disney puts, and our bro trade DKNG DraftKings calls. Alright, so guys, once again, that is 5 trades we've given you for the week. People charge you tons for that, so once again, all I want you to do is actually take advantage of it and then actually, elaborate upon our ideas here and make some money. Do it, alright, make some damn money. Have a great week, and with that being said, we'll see you guys on the next video. Remember, don't jump into any of these too early or anything. Just be patient, do your own homework, and get ready, okay? We're going to make it as good of a week as we possibly can, knowing that we've got kind of slow, higher grinding market conditions as of now, okay? So, it's not the easiest week when trying to get these larger returns. Nonetheless, we're going to do a better job than anybody else because we are the champs. Alright, and guys, if you feel like you're maybe a newer trader, maybe you need that helping hand, that assistance, you need someone to guide you through these, I'm not your guide here. Okay, but I am here to help you as much as I can with the amount of time I put into this. Okay, so the best way you can get a hold of me is either through the comment section below. I'll usually be able to get back to you. The Twitter, you can follow the Twitter down below. That's literally for you guys. I mean, I don't get any benefit of having like 20 Twitter followers. You see what I'm saying? That does nothing for me. I get nothing out of that, but the benefit of helping you guys. And then third, you can be updated on our weekly trading plan. Link below, and you can get our trade ideas when we have them, especially like this oil trade I have planned, but we might have an adjustment there, so just be ready and be checking your email. I'll let you guys know when we got that oil trade plan possibly. Okay, so that's the plan. Make it a great week, and we will see you guys on the next video. Drop a like if you haven't. Make sure to subscribe if you're not.